another session. How are you? How are you doing? Seriously, are you okay? I hope you're okay. Alright? Again, we struggle in our endeavors every day. Every day we have to try to be one step ahead of the game. And the game is your life. But sometimes you struggle with your life. And I'm going to focus on the barriers of life. I've mentioned it before. The barriers are chains that'll keep you back so you can't move forward in life. You're trapped. And you're trapped in the state. And you can't move forward and you can't move back. You can't move left or you can't move right. You are trapped. The barriers of life are chainment. They keep you chained up. And we have to break those chains so you can move on to the next level of life. And the next level is your life as you see it. And as you see your life, you move on to the next level. You're moving forward to the next level of your life. But right now, you can't even get anywhere because the barriers of life are keeping you entangled with chains, solid, thick chains that cannot be broken without using special chain busters. And we're going to be using the scissors. The antique scissors are going to be endowed with the power to cut through those chains. And we're going to use both. And we also have, let's see, I should have it here. Oh, there it is. Surgical steel. We're going to take the hammer of life and smash those chains. Smash those chains. And then free yourself from any entanglement. Just like the scissors, you cut the chains, and we can smash those walls that are keeping you from moving forward. Because once those chains are broken, you still get this barrier. This barrier is what's keeping you from your moving on in your life. And you cannot move on in your life if you got a barrier. That barrier that's in there, and you have to smash that barrier to get through and escape and move on and move forward in life. But you can't do anything like that because you're being confined in your life, trapped. You have entrapment going on, keeping you from moving forward or left or right. And you don't want to go back in life because you've got to move forward. And you can't move forward if the barriers of life isn't trapping you, keeping you where you cannot move anywhere. And you are trapped again. So the barriers of life are holding you back. I mentioned it many times. You must wonder, what does he mean by the barriers of life? Well, those are the walls that keep you from moving. And there's chains on your feet. Both feet have chains, and you can't move. And ball and chain, you can't move. They don't want you to move forward. They want you to stay back. And you can't move forward. You can't go forward. You can't go left. You can't go right. You can't. And you don't want to go backwards. And you're just stuck in place. You can't go nowhere. You're trapped. But I'm going to break you out of that trapment. And you feel free so you can breathe and move forward in life. And you have to break the chains, you move forward in life. And then once we're in the forward mode, you're in forward in life. And then you can escape and have a better life. Now you're trapped and you can't go nowhere. Like I said, not only that you're trapped, that you can't go that way and you can't go that way. You can't go back forward and you're stuck. Stuck. That's what barriers of life means. We also have a session for stuck and trapped. But this is a completely different one. This is when the barriers of life keep you chained and you can't do nothing. You can't move forward, you can't move left, you can't move right. You're stuck in this same predicament and you can't do nothing about it. But I'm going to help you get out of that. I'm going to free you from that. Okay? All right. Now, to free you, I'm going to take out any negative that's on you. Negative attachments. Because you don't want to have those things on you. You know that, right? Negative. Take it out. You want to feel neutralized. You need to take some deep breaths. I'll put some instructions, new instructions, aftermath. What you're going to do, take several deep breaths, 3 times, and relax yourself. You can take a nice cold glass of energy purified water. So if you put your glass in front of here, I go like this. I neutralize this water with love and light, and I give you energy after the session. I'll do that in this session. That's a preview. And that will help you. And you drink the whole glass all the way down. Take a shower or take a nice bath. And you relax. And you watch the session again if you need it. Okay? Until that time. But in this session now, we are taking out the negativity. Just let you know, things get knocked down because I'm using a lot of energy. Okay, and in here we have more space to do things. I'm standing up right now. My feet are planted to the ground. I'm barefooted because you want to be in touch with nature, and if you're outside with the grass, you want to be in touch with that as well. And we're gonna take this out like that. Sandals or barefoot. Your barefoot has more power than sandals and socks and shoes. That's why it's always good to take off the socks and the shoes. So you can touch yourself and tune yourself and healing yourself. Okay? Yes. All these sessions, you should be barefooted. If you can. You know, I understand you're in the train or you're in a bus or you're somebody else's house and you can't do that. Well, most people want people to be barefooted to come into their home. They don't want you to wear shoes and stuff like that because the reason for that is they don't want you to dirty up the place. Okay, how do you feel now? You feel good? I feel really good. All right, now we're going to break the chains. Antique scissor. I'm going to infuse this scissor with love and light and break the chains that are keeping you in the barriers of life. The second antique scissor, we're going to endow, infuse this scissor, this antique scissor, with love and light to help break down the walls, the barriers of life. We can use a hammer too and endow it too. Smack everything down, but we have to pry up the chains. It's a lot of work, but I'll help you free yourself so you can move on with yourself and you can move on to the next layer of your life. The chains are just crackling. You hear it crackling, getting ready to break and burst. You hear the sounds of the scissors cutting into the chains. You hear the sounds cutting into the chains. Here, I give you something extra. Breaking into the chains and cutting the barrier that's in front of you. That's what I'm doing. I'm breaking your chains, cutting the barrier. You have to break the chains. We're talking about thick, thick chains made back in the day where iron and steel was made. And those are thick chains, and it takes time to break. Where you have power infused Reiki. We have Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael here to help us. Grandmasters for Reiki, shaman masters and healers. We have psychic healers and masters. We have Mother Earth, energy healers and energy masters to help you and help me break these chains. These ancient chains that are wrapped around your legs, and they are formed when you have so much guilt, so much pain, so much suffering. Something in your past life has traumatized you to a form, so your body and mind creates a barrier and chain you back so you don't go nowhere and you're stuck. And we're freeing you right now. Almost done. Now, let's see what I can do. How do you feel? I infuse this surgical hammer to free you from the bondage. Break the walls of cement, concrete. You have a pickfork here. And break them so you can free yourself. Now you move up closer and you're free. You're freer now. Finish. You have energy healing spray. I spray it on you. You smell it. Let the smell. You have your sage and everything is in here. Lavender. Everything you can think of is in there. And magnetic amplifiers. It's magnified. See? Look at that. Yeah. Magnified. Oh, wait. I have to get the magnet down. There we go. See? Watch this. Magnified energy. See? Magnified. Watch. Look at that. Magnet infused to amplify the magnification. And the crystal that's in here is programmed to amplify, to give you extra feeling. Magnify twice the power of healing. Not just spray. Amplified spray. Energized spray. It helps you. Now, you're free. You're free to do whatever you want. You're free. That was free. Okay. You are free. And we'll bring out the white feather to help you. You're free. How does it feel to be free from the bandages and the bondages, from the chains after all this time? You feel free, don't you? You're free. Oh yes, white purifies. Positive. Free. You don't use black feathers here. It's purity. 360 degrees spiritual shield to protect you right now and make you feel good. The bandage, the barriers of life and the wall of barrier that's blocking you, as well with the chains, are now severed and the wall is torn down. You are free. Free to move on in your life now. And the next step, we'll tackle that as well. Thank you for watching. And I hope the session has helped you. Follow the instructions. And if you need more, watch it all over again. You are protected with the 360 spiritual shield. Bye for now.